We live? We live? Maybe we're live? Let's grab the control room open. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, let's get the intro for the YouTube. Why is it not showing anything? Okay. Sound check. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Right. Hello guys, welcome back to another Toplane coaching session. Today we're coaching a Tryndamere player, EU, in Platinum ELO. So yeah, should be fun. This is the first of 4 sessions. And as usual, if you do like what you see in these coaching videos, take a look down in the description and you'll see a link to my Fiverr page where you'll see the 3 packages that are available. You've got your basic package, which is just a VOD review, won't be streamed, won't be uploaded. But if you do want to be on stream or on the YouTube, you can get the standard package, which is what you'll see in these videos. Or you can buy the premium package, which is what today's customer has purchased. You'll get 4 standard packages, 1 a week for 4 weeks, and you'll get those for the price of 3. So a nice little discount for you. So yeah, if you do like that, if you do like the idea of being coached by me, take a look at the Fiverr page and we'll see what we can do. Aside from that, let me try and jump into the call with today's client and we'll have a little bit of a chat. Hello?
Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Really excited to start. And
Awesome.
you?
Yeah, good. How's your day been?
I mean, I played 4 warm-up games with my friend. I almost exclusively played duo with a jungler, and I had 2 1v9 performances and 2 where I was completely gapped. So
Okay. So do you think that's something that's quite common for you?
yes, I do
So
believe
you'd like
so.
to
Yeah.
you'd like to bring a bit more consistency.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if we can try and keep the 1v9 performances and then cut
Yeah.
out some of the getting shit on performances, then that would probably be pretty good.
Yeah, but to be fair, sometimes I'm really, really far ahead and I make a horrible play. I get caught on side
Okay.
like a stupid man, and I also throw some games when I'm far ahead. So, but well, you'll see. I guess.
Okay, cool. It should be interesting for everyone watching as well because I think this is the first sort of side laning champion that we've actually had. Like
Yep.
we've not had any Gwen or Camille or Fiora or anything like that. So Tryndamere should be the
Yeah.
first one. So it's a very different playstyle in top lane. So it'll be nice to look into that. Do you mind if I take a look at your OPGG before we
No,
get
of course.
started, and then
Um,
can just see how
Let
things have
me.
been going?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one.
Thank you
This
very
is
much.
a slightly recent account, but I've been playing on it for a couple months already.
Okay.
The friend I play with is from Taiwan and plays with 200 ping.
Oh wow.
And it got a while for him to get back to a rank where we could still duo together. So I had a couple accounts
I
and
see.
had to switch. But yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so these, yeah, you got 4 games. You actually got 5 games today, it seems, and a remake.
Really?
So the first one, well, it says it was 3 hours ago. The first one you were against Riven. It looked like you performed okay, but ended up losing.
Oh, I forgot that one.
Then
Oh,
you
yeah,
got
I got shit on. I got shot on. But yeah, I did do some good stuff later
okay.
on.
Well, these 2 games you have perfect KDA and you won. So
Yeah,
oh, looks like things went pretty
that
well
was
there.
very
Both against
good.
Vladimir as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
it feels like a really easy matchup. I feel, or maybe
okay.
they were just, I don't know.
And then we had 2 games that didn't go as well, but they don't look too bad on the surface from OPGG. So I think we're
Yeah.
going to need to look at the gameplay. So if you want to queue up and turn on your share screen,
Yep. Yeah.
from your
I'm doing that.
perspective, what do you think you're struggling with in the games where things are going wrong? Like what went wrong in these games?
I like to play really aggressive on the early levels, and sometimes either I fuck up mechanically or I get knowledge checked and I lose a horrible trade, and then
Okay.
I'm on the back foot for the rest of the laning phase, basically. When that goes wrong, maybe I'm overly aggressive. But I also like to limit test because I don't know. I think I have maybe 70 days on that champion. Obviously, don't know every matchup really
Yeah.
well, and sometimes I get surprised. So yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's
I
take a look.
usually try to swap to last pick, even though here I'm fine first picking as well. Because
Yeah, I think as top lane you should always try and get the latest pick you can. It helps.
so the runes I go with are basically almost always these ones.
Yep.
Unless the matchup is really free, then I do that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my go-to.
I think there's a lot of matchups where bone plating is really good as well. For example, Riven, bone plating is an incredible rune against Riven.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Have you played with Hail of Blades before?
No.
Okay, if you watch Fogged,
Yeah, I do.
he plays with Hail of Blades a lot. It's just really, really powerful early. Tryndamere, it's kind of he's in this weird state at the minute where people are trying to figure out what the best keystone for him is because it was just lethal tempo all the time, but now that's gone.
Yeah,
So
sure.
there's some Grasp, there's some Conqueror, there's some Fleet, there's some Hail of Blades. People are trying different things.
Yeah, maybe Fleet against ranged champions is better, I would assume.
Yeah, I think it would be better than Grasp. But I don't think Grasp is ever terrible. I think it's pretty good most of the time. And Last Stand
Demolish
is really
great.
good. Alacrity is really good.
Demolish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Demolish as well for Trynd. Very good.
So what would be the go-to runes if I go Hellblades?
It's Hail of Blades, and then it would be the Sudden Impact.
I don't even know what that does, to be fair.
When you dash, you deal true damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I see.
And then I would imagine it's like Eyeball Collection and Ultimate Hunter, but I'm not actually sure. It might be Treasure Hunter, maybe.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find out for you while we're in queue.
I mean, I'm not sure I want to try that out right now, but
Yeah, it's fine. You can try Grasp this game. I'm just gonna take a look. Let's see. Yeah, he takes Treasure Hunter with Eyeball Collection.
Okay. So I guess this is likely to be a Gragas top, or
Probably, yeah, with Lee Sin being jungle.
yeah, I'm not sure I've ever played that matchup.
Okay.
To be fair, I think I should buoy him early. Don't spin in until he wastes his E.
Oh, it's Garen.
Okay.
Have you played Garen?
Okay. Well, I do. I have. It's not easy for me.
Okay.
So yeah, probably a lot to learn there.
Okay, let's go for it.
Yeah. Like once Garen played Conqueror and E start, and I tried to trade with him, and I lost the lane instantly. Like he hit on me, ignited, and I was 20% HP, and then I couldn't lane. Basically, I could catch creeps on the tower, but he had full prior for the whole early game. I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Okay, let's see. Going into this game, do you have a plan for what you want to do at level 1?
Well, he plays Ignite Conqueror, so I'm scared of his all-in with E.
Okay.
Level 1. So maybe try to proc Grasp, and if he E's, I just dash back or dash somewhere, and try to grab Prio, and slowly poke him down. If he starts Q, I want to start to really go hard on him level 1.
Okay. Sounds good. But, yeah, if he starts, you can just auto and spin out.
Yeah. But then he grabs the push, and it's hard to contest.
He gets the push, but better than having him E half your health away.
Yeah, that shocked me, to be fair, when it happened. The amount of damage it does. So mid is very spicy matchup. I feel it's Yasuo favored. I'm not sure.
Have him solo it with one box.
Looking forward to snatch 5 gold off.
Yeah, so one thing you could do here, if you see
Yeah.
this going on, is you can walk and invade blue and drop a ward.
Yeah.
Because
okay,
there's no threat on you.
Yeah, agree. Oh, this one, I guess.
Yeah, that one's really good. It covers both camps.
I should have waited more, I guess. There was no need to put it that early.
Now, you remember what you were worried about in terms of like him having E? Was that he could get the push? Well, now I don't think there's any way he will ever get the push.
Should I pull the wave and make him lose more here?
Yeah, you can try to do that. But I would definitely, as soon as like a minion dies and you've denied it, I would definitely start trying to get push and stack up. Because with Tryndamere, Tryndamere is very much like Renekton, where you want to hit the wave because you want to build up your fury. Yeah.
I got 1 assist here. I did not do it quite right, I feel.
It's okay, this is still really good for you.
He losing 3? No, not quite.
Just one.
Not sure that was good.
I think it's good. Level 2 versus level 1. Good.
But I don't see Lee Sin on blue. Nice crits.
Great to RNGesus.
Can't do that, right?
Nice.
Not sure I had to flash there, but I failed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, top is completely won. How do we like expand this lead now?
Usually you rush tier 2 boots here. I'm not sure that's correct, but
I think it's fine. I don't think
could be double
itemization.
longsword, I guess.
Yeah, double longsword is good too. But I think this gives you Zerkas faster, which Zerkas is a really big spike for you. So
I either go Ravenous or
Mhm.
Beauty or this. I'm not sure this game. I feel the main melees. Maybe I'm leaning towards Beauty Arcade. Vork, or it's called. So here I want to contest the bounce, but not too hard. I'm level 4 first.
Yeah.
And Fury. Failed the buffer.
That's fine. He didn't E anyway for some reason.
Yeah. Okay, he has that. Can't really lane, right? Just hold this. Pretend I molt.
Yeah, this is good.
Has no W. Feel like if he still has it, it's hard for me to trade with this big wave. Feel like already pretty sad. Yeah, if I make him scale, it's even better.
An enemy has been slain.
You're not getting that cannon, dude.
Okay, we lived.
Can't stay, right?
I think you would have to just base, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Yep.
At least he gets nothing. Yeah. Maybe I could enter back till he leaves, but that's hard.
I like the intent of pushing him out of cannon XP, but it kind of backfired, not knowing where Lee Sin was.
Yeah, I had no clue where he was, to be fair. Could have been anywhere on my POV. So here I'm like slightly behind in XP and barely ahead in gold, I guess. Not pretty even.
Yep.
We did something mid. Mid is winning, but is winning. Okay. Stay focused. So I want to slow push this and probably push the next one
And why do you want to do that?
to deny him the maximum amount.
Yep.
The next, even if I slow push the next one, it would crash anyway, so might as well put it as fast as possible. This can survive.
Yeah, that's really unlucky.
Okay, at least did not get the gold. Want this creep. Okay, EUW. Not bad, I guess. I don't want for that. Can I get a cheeky demolish proc here? Okay. That was not ideal. Like this.
Oh,
I did not react to
forgot to
that.
press the R button.
Yeah, no, that happens to me a lot as well.
Okay.
I just press R in time. I was expecting it, I just failed to react in time. That's sad. I think I would kill him if I did. Not sure though. But
Okay, what's your plan now?
don't think we can kill him. And I want to click this wave.
I think I would have just gone for the wave, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's costly. So slow push, I think. Or maybe he wants to. No, he's Garen, he's fine staying. Maybe should I fast push the next one? I think I do. Maybe try to snatch another plate.
When you're fast pushing this wave instead of slow pushing, do you have like this? Oh, you're gonna crash this next wave, right? Do you have a plan as to what you're gonna do with it?
I wanted to demolish proc again, and then I'm
Okay.
not sure. Then I'm not sure, to be fair. I think I can proc C one more, and then base. There's no Q, quite safe. Never mind. That was not ideal. I was gonna do that. Hit.
Okay, kind of flippy, but we got away with it. I
I
mean,
thought
it ended
he-
up very good. He dropped the wave.
Yeah, yeah. But
Lost
I
the
thought
plate,
the
though.
range minion
Oh wait,
would
maybe
take
maybe the plate lives. No, it died.
No.
Rip.
I thought the caster minions would go into tower range, but he tanked them. That's something I did not expect. And then, of course, I committed instead of running away. Oh. So,
It's good. It's a good trade pattern.
that's alright still. Okay, I'm kinda lucky. I think he just dies now.
Yeah, it was kind of scary for a minute.
Yeah, really scary.
I think if he played it better, he could have won that. Which is why it was scary.
Hit the cannon again. I think he's winning, that's good. So crash this.
Yep.
And base immediately maybe. Maybe the
Yeah, I would prop the
Demolish proc.
demolish. I wouldn't stay longer than the Demolish, though.
Just
Double kill.
okay. One my team is winning. That feels great. So he did use R, and I still have mine. I'm not sure. It feels like at this point it starts being really hard to kill him. But this guy seems like he likes to fight me. Fail this one. Jungler wants to play for this. Really? Oh. Too scary. Okay. Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
Killing spree.
Good thing about sometimes failing to press R is I don't waste them often. I guess.
Yeah. I guess that's the flip side.
I'm definitely too greedy with them in general. That's for sure. A bit lazy on the last hitting there.
In terms of laning phases, it's not too bad right now. Like what you're choosing to do with your waves is pretty good.
I
the
feel
whole
that's
lane.
definitely my forte. That's
Okay.
but yeah. I think probably a bunch of things to improve on still. How many goals? I need 300. I want to save for this. Does he have? Not much. Maybe ability stuff. Got no fury here, but I have my jungler. This was bad E.
Slain an
Okay.
enemy.
I think I get his tower here.
Yep.
And let's play it. Yeah, a small mechanic thing I usually do is E too far.
Yeah, yeah, like a long.
That happens a lot.
Your team has destroyed.
Okay, good. I
I think
like that you take the next wave too. That's good.
Yeah. Could have been done better, but I'm looking to die that guy actually now.
Okay. I would definitely have just reset here. But most of the stuff I would rather talk about later and just like I want to learn about you in this section, like what you're thinking and stuff like that. Okay, I mean it works.
That's free. It's fine, right? Yeah.
Dominating.
So I usually go for Navari second because
Yeah,
I like
I think
spin
Navori is the best second item for sure.
this as well.
Killing.
Okay, but this game is a stomp, so
It is quite a stomp.
Has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I'm not afraid of you.
Your turret has been destroyed. Unstoppable. Shut down. Killing spree.
Maybe I didn't need to flash.
I think you might have. I think he's faster than you with
Mm,
Q move speed.
And since everyone is on dragon here, I'm gonna do this and keep pushing.
Yeah.
Just a wave, I think. Maybe demolish. I'm not staying for this. Garen's coming back. Oh.
Oh.
I felt that. That's awkward. Oh!
Oh, no.
Wow!
Oh, maybe? Okay.
What the fuck is this? Is happening? Oh no! I should have run. Yeah, it was something.
The thing is, if you live there, right, that's just pure execution. But I think the
Yeah.
the whole situation was good. But we'll talk about.
Good.
Um.
Yeah, this was the last E was trying to be too fancy. I was out if I just E.
Yeah, just EUA.
No. But the first Q that hit me there was really well played for him. I did dodge into it.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, so they will, I'm not going top. If I'm
Yep.
letting it there.
That's what I was gonna ask you. It's like when we got to the review, I was gonna ask you why you're running up here.
Yeah, definitely not the right call. So this guy is extremely weak. I do have ult.
Yeah, I think he's just dead.
I have no.
Okay, he flashed.
My whole team is doing something top.
Yep.
That's fine with me.
This is why we wanted to be bot. Is because the objective is top.
Not spinning to get most of my fury back. Yeah, there's nothing for me to gain here. So this is probably the best part of in the game for me to say that I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Like I could still pressure here, but I feel like it's a stalemate here. I don't feel confident killing him.
I think it's as much of a stalemate now as it was in lane. I think you are stronger than him, and you could, like, he's very much about these fast trades with his Q and his W. Like, now that he's got no W, you see how you're just winning? If you extend the trades, they're favoured to you.
Not quite, but that's still good.
I mean, you killed 2 for 1 there.
No.
But yeah, it, like, when you said you felt like it was a stalemate and you couldn't kill him, you could definitely kill him. It's just
Yeah,
he's-
maybe that's just knowledge.
yeah, his champ is very much like short trade. His Q is W. Like when his W is on cooldown, specifically the W is the main thing that you're looking for with Garen.
Yeah. But it's somewhat hard to stick onto him, I feel, but
With Navori, it's quite easy though.
yeah, true.
Okay, where do you want to go from base here?
Let me see. So Baron, I think it's gonna be a dragon time, so I should go top, but my
Yep.
mid lane is already there.
That's okay.
Oh, that's not my lane, no, that's my jungler.
Yeah, just ping that you're on the way and take control of it. I think the most important thing when playing champs like this is being in the right place.
Yeah. Okay, this is scary. I'm not there though.
Slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
They're all mid.
Your team has destroyed
Yeah.
a turret.
I don't want to overextend here. My team is going for break. Goes there, that's fine by me. I should rotate maybe because here is stuck and then I could make a difference there. If the game was closer. And faster to rotate. I do tend to default to stealing jungle camps.
Yeah, no, I think it's very good what you're doing with stealing jungle camps. And also, I think that guy's just inting now. Like, he's just dead.
Very good. Seems like... Yeah, they don't lane me. Okay.
Oh, okay, they FF'd.
Nice.
Okay, I mean, it was a stomp, but there's a few things we can go over, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, pretty well played game.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. The missed R hurt, but otherwise, not bad.
Okay, let me share my screen with you now.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop mine now.
Okay, so you were talking about like knowledge checks and stuff. I think
Yep.
I don't know whether it's because you've had some games today where things went badly, but you looked very hesitant a lot of the time. So let's see if I can
Okay.
find some good examples. So this is good. Like, I think generally your plan with what to do with the wave was correct pretty much the entire lane phase. Maybe I'll spot something in review.
Okay.
But this is good. You're just building a slow push, and you end up getting a solo kill off of it. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so here I'm thinking, like, when are you going to take your trade? So as soon as your E's back up, I think you should spin on him here. For sure, which I think you did. Right, you auto this and reset your E.
I think I
here-
wanted to E and last hit at the same time. Not going in.
Oh,
I think
okay,
that's
okay.
what
Wait, let me...
That's the second time, I mean, not the first one.
Yeah. So on this here,
Yeah.
you're looking for this E in, right? But you cast your Q, which seemed odd to me, because you're so much stronger if you don't cast Q.
Yeah. That's
Oops. Because, like, with this, you just lost AD, but you also lost crit chance. Because your Q is giving you AD based on missing health. And also, you get crit based on Fury.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's,
if you spin on
Yeah.
him and full trade and then Q after, it would be a much better trade.
Now, my
But the-
mindset was that I was full furry and starting to hit creeps, but that's obviously wrong.
But this is a really good position. So you're going to get a kill on him here, right? But what I wanted to ask you is, let's say you don't get the kill. What's your plan?
I mean, probably just recall if I crash a wave
Okay,
quick
yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Or,
So
yeah, because my jungler is on my side, so he's going away.
yeah, so you're thinking here we're going to push the next wave and then reset. And on this push, like, it looked like you were looking for a heavy trade, but on this push, you always want to look for a heavy trade. Because
Yeah.
even if you trade like this, it's worth for you. Because you
Yeah,
just go back
sure,
and you're
because
fully
already-
TP. Yeah.
yeah.
So the intent of this trade is really good, and you end up killing him because I think he just steps too far forward or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I said he's not allowed to do that. He's tried to prevent the crash or something.
It's really good, like walking up, like, wow, where are we? So like in these situations, when he goes to last hit these minions, you can like auto E him, like auto and spin out. If he's like, even though he's under the tower, you can just auto spin out.
Yeah.
But you just get an auto on him for free because he walks all the way in, so that's nice. And here he goes in on you for some reason. This was really nice, so he flashed out and healed. Maybe you could have lived anyway, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I think if I played it perfectly, I did not have to flash. Maybe not E as far, and yeah, but
yeah. Okay, reset. Come back to lane. Okay, so I think you kind of had the right idea in what you wanted to do here. So what do you want to do in this position?
yeah. So I want to thin the wave.
Yeah.
Try not to take a big trade before I'm level 4.
Yeah.
And hopefully make it hard for him to crash, or ideally get freeze.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I'm not sure I can achieve that.
And the position of the lane, this is something to think about with Trynd, right? Now, we'll talk about something else after this as well, which would affect this. But the position of the lane is currently here, and it's going to be here, right?
Yep.
And we have Ghost up. This is something you'll see on Trynd and Darius, and this guy just flashed. So a lot of the time we can find kill angles here, and it's mostly about knowing what the enemy champion needs to not die to it. So with Garen, it's W. So if we can ever get his W, then you can kind of just ghost on him and all in him. I would definitely hit level 4 first, like you said.
Yeah.
But then you can start looking for that. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is we got this ward here at level 1, and you didn't see him, so you know he's here. Is like the concept. For later in the game, how that progresses is that he's actually very slow here, I guess because he ganked and died. So
that was the level 1 Fiesta that happened.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Why is he so slow then? I guess the level 1 just took so long.
Yeah, it did.
Most people will finish these camps at about 3:15. And then what they'll look to do at 3:15 is gank you. Until normal, this is 3:30 now, right? So you normally are not getting ganked at 3:30, and that's why the recall is so good, because you've only just got back to lane and it's already 3:30. So for me, a lot of the time you're normally not getting ganked now because they want to do this. They want to do the crab.
Yeah.
After the crab,
after the crab, there's another window for him, right?
Another window, yeah, and he wants to base at around like 4, something like that. Once it gets to 4, if he's still hanging around at 4 minutes, he's just wasting so much time because these camps are going to respawn.
Too costly for him. Okay, I see.
So that's like the window that you kind of need to play around. So with this, if you know the enemy jungle's path top, if he pathed bot, it's different, right? But if you're playing around enemy jungle, you do this crash, you come back to lane, it's 3:30, and you think he's doing the crab. If I can stop this crash until about 4 minutes, then it's probably safe for me to all in and not get ganked.
That's one step that I was missing, is the 4 minutes. Wait for that before.
Now, if you know the enemy jungle path bot, you can do it earlier.
Yeah, okay.
But if the enemy jungle path top, I would definitely wait for about the 4 minute mark. Unless you have some info otherwise that would mean that he's not doing it. So here,
but let's say
it's
still the same matchup. Yeah, sorry.
No, you go ahead, and then I'll continue.
So let's say the jungler passed bot this game. Maybe the best play was to not recall, and let's say also I did not solo kill him. He was just a bit chunks from the level 1 to 3. Then maybe it's easier for me to contest the crash if I just don't recall and start thinning it earlier, and maybe even small trade. Or should I still recall in that case?
If your jungle comes top, you can definitely stay, because then especially if you get a good trade, the wave's going to push out and then he's gankable. Or if you choose to push again, you can look to dive or something. Like there's a lot of options where if you have jungler and they don't, then I would stay in lane.
Okay.
Unless you're really low, then you could still base.
Yeah. Okay.
But the base here is really good because Lee pathed into you. Now this Lee is really slow, so it kind of changes the 4 minute thing because he does still have a gromp to do for some reason. But here in most games, holding this wave here is really good, because also just before this, here, where is it? here he W's, right? And that's the thing we're looking for. So now what you can look to do on this wave is say, okay, you've got no W. I'm going to hold the wave here until this wave comes, and then I'm just going to go on you and ghost.
Okay.
And then you're level 4 to level 3. Yeah, level 4 to level 3 with item advantage and no W on Garen, and you just chase him down the lane. And even if you don't kill him, he has to go base off of that.
Yeah, he can crush and then it's over.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you hold the wave, which is good. But here, I think you have a really good all-in here, because he's still got 12 seconds on his thing, and he's all the way up the lane, and you have Ghost, and you're level 4 to level 3. So this is a really good all-in timer.
Yeah,
and also
it's with Fury somehow, but yeah.
It's 4 minutes, so I wouldn't expect the enemy jungle to still be here. For some reason he is. I don't know why he's so slow. Like, normally full clear is 3:15, and then you do crab at 3:30, and then look for something else, but I don't know, the Lee Sin's just really weird. Maybe, like, if you find that a lot of junglers are very slow based on the elo that you're in, like the clears are slower, maybe add 15 seconds on or something, maybe go for like 4:10 or 4:15. But yeah, that's like, there's the concept of, okay, the jungler's probably gone by now. It's safe to assume.
Now his W is already back up when I go in.
Yeah, so now that window is sort of gone. If you can get his W again, because that's the main thing that you're playing around. So what does this Lee actually do? Is he just still top? Because he comes and ganks you at this timer, which is really annoying. Because I think this is good, based on the info we had on Lee Sin.
Yeah.
Conceptually, this is good. You all in him with good intent, because like your intent here was very clear. You even said you're not getting this cannon, and you all in him to push him down the lane so that this cannon dies when he's outside of XP range. Like I think the intent is very good.
XP, but at minimum the gold, yeah.
Yeah. But for some reason, Lee Sin is here. I have no idea why this guy is here. With I mean, this is just a random jungle thing. I think the only thing you could have done to somewhat prevent this. No, you didn't even have a ward off cooldown. Because is this still on cooldown from level 1?
Yeah. Yes, it is. I think.
Okay. So we don't really get an opportunity to ward because, like, now you can't ward because of where you are. You can't really get down here.
Well, I mean, it's okay for me to get fucked by some bad plays. Like, on the long run, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, Lee Sin, I have no idea what he's doing, actually. Like, it's so weird for him to be here.
He's homeless, maybe, so he wants
But his bot camps aren't up either. I guess Talia's stealing his Krugs.
Yeah, it's costly for him as well. I lose 2 wave, but he loses a bunch more.
Now, is there maybe... Last thing I want to look at is there maybe a way we can avoid losing the waves? I don't think so. I think you did well to survive it, and there's no way that you actually get the waves. So, yeah, I mean, it feels so bad to...
Yeah. Maybe I could get this next one, but I don't think that's even worth it.
No, I don't think so.
This leaves.
Sometimes what you can do in this position is, like, you can try to be greedy. I don't know whether I think it's good or not, but a lot of the time, let's say you see this guy leave down the lane, you can look to stand here, and this is an XP range, and you still get XP. Sometimes you'll see people do that, but honestly, like, it's good, especially with your team winning anyway.
Yeah.
If you just don't give them more advantages, you just take the L. You lose a couple of waves, it's fine.
To be fair, if I was not in call with you, I would probably have died for the 3 times of XP I would have got. But I know what the right play is, but it's so hard to give up that much. I really struggle with that. Okay. Sometimes I say to myself, I'm griefing, but I'm getting this, and I instantly die, and I get nothing. That happens so much.
Do you remember how this cannon... maybe we... No, yeah, maybe we... Nah, I think it's fine. I was considering... because it's neutral wave, I was considering, like, Eing down the lane and dragging the wave into the bush.
Yeah, okay.
But I think you want to build up a slow push anyway, so... I think what you do is fine. You just build up the slow push. It's very unlucky that he even gets cannon XP. I think, is it this one where he barely gets cannon XP? Yeah.
Yeah, this one, yeah.
Maybe you could last hit a little bit later,
Yeah, I try to do that, but I don't dare to do it on cannons.
Yeah.
Even though this one was not quite clean. I'm aware of the concept, though. Yeah.
Okay. Now, in this position, what you can start doing is trying to like use your good position and the fact that I think pings are the only good communication. So if you started
Yeah,
pinging
I play with
grubs
objects.
here, I think grubs is something that you should often look for with Tryndamere because it plays right into your playstyle. And here
Yeah,
on grub spawn, which is 6 minutes, you have a crashing wave and your Talia is topside. So I would you know, like the assist me. If you do that on the grubs and then like ping that the grubs are alive, a lot of the time your jungler will just come and do it. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, this is a good time to do it. So you could crash this wave and look for grubs. Instead, she just ends up recalling. Both junglers are doing really weird stuff there. Like she just did chickens and then recalled.
It's not even head.
I don't really know what the junglers are doing. It's very strange. So yeah, here with the like a lot of the game plan, which you do seem to understand, is that you're going to stack waves. Oops, that's a very bad arrow. But you're going to stack waves. So here you've stacked a couple of waves, and then you're sort of going through like a checklist of things that you can do. So you can either demolish, which you did a lot, or if you've taken good trades, you can dive. That's something that's very like Tryndamere specific because you have Tryndamere ult. Or you can look for grubs, or you can just reset as well. Or you can also like roam, which you did into mid lane at one point, though I don't think it was the best time to do it. In terms of resetting, I think at one point you also mentioned, but never ended up doing, you can also proxy for higher tempo if you want a reset. But yeah, the general game plan should be like stack waves into go through this checklist and find it's almost like it's like a puzzle, right? Figure out what the best thing you can do is. So I think in this situation, if you'd had the plan of doing grubs and you could get your Talia on the same page, it would have been really nice if we could do that.
Yeah.
But given that didn't happen, then I think probably the best thing you can do in this situation, like I don't think you have gold for like anything in base. If you do, you can take a nice reset, but you have 556 and you're on Zerkers, so that gets you nothing. So yeah, I think demolish is probably the best thing you can do here.
I should go to the right and to the bottom if I want to do that, not to the left.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so you kind of walk down like this, and then you walk in, and you hit it, and you spin out. It's good that you know these things.
I mean, I watch a bunch of content, so that helps.
Okay,
but,
yeah, I definitely recommend watching content. I think it's very, very good. Now, here is when, once you've done this thing, right? So you know, it's like the slow push and then checklist. Sometimes, a reasonable amount of the time, I would allow Garen to play out this wave, and then you will end up in a position where, like, because if you try to fight him on contest him on this wave, it's very easy for you to get ganked.
True.
If you try to contest him on this wave, it's in like a freeze position for you, and it's a lot harder for you to get ganked. So I much prefer trying to break his... If you think of it as like when you're slow pushing and you're building the wave, it's your turn, and then now that it's bouncing back, it's his turn. And I like that you're trying to break his turn. You're trying to like steal his turn and make it your turn again. But I would rather, I think it's safer and has more upside if you try to break it next wave rather than this one. Because one, you can't, it's harder for you to be ganked and punished. And then two, Tryndamere really likes when the enemy is here, because they have to run all the way down here to get away from him. Whereas like when Garen's here, it's much harder for you to get a good trade because you want a long trade, he wants a short trade.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that, aside from the fact that you didn't react fast with your R on his ult, is you it looked like you weren't mindful about that he can get 6 on this wave, which is just like tracking his XP. Because I think if you were ready for him to hit level 6, you would be more ready to press R.
Yeah, for sure.
But imagine he tried to take this...
Somewhat hoping that he would not hit 6, but just hope.
But if he tried to take this trade on you, here, and you just ult his ult, and then you start chasing him down, like, it's much better for you. Because even if you altered his ult here, he can just walk back to his turret, and then he's still happy.
Wasn't even good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I try to do too much, I think.
Yeah, I think you correctly identified as well. I think sometimes people in League get baited by their teammates a lot. So here you got baited by her. This is a bad decision by her. He's not going to die, and you lost Cannon Wave. And you knew it was bad. But just like, I think actually your like fundamental knowledge of how to play top lane is higher than what I would expect from someone from your elo. So I think stick to your gut decisions, and unless your gut decision is telling you to stay for that wave earlier when you would have died. But yeah.
I mean, again, I knew what was the right decision. Sometimes I just can't force myself to do it.
Okay, so now it's your turn again. So we're building this wave, and then it's like, what can we do with it? And since grubs are down, and Talia's pathing away from you, and you don't need to shop, it's probably just going to be demolish again.
Yeah.
But what I would like for you to do is be thinking about the checklist that I drew. Think about it here.
Yeah.
You're starting your turn, and you're going to get this crash later, and then you think, what am I going to do with it when I get it?
Okay.
So already at this point, I'm thinking probably demolish is the best thing you can do. Just try to inject gold into yourself by taking plates. It's very unlucky that it lives on 1 HP as well. And then again here, which way do you walk in for the demolish? I would also not waste W like that.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. How did I get minion aggro here?
The tower aggro, you mean?
Yeah, tower aggro.
Let's see.
Yeah, he held the range.
Really?
Minion.
Yeah, like it's just outside range, so it goes on you. Yeah. Most of the time, this won't happen to you.
Yeah.
But despite how... Yeah, it ends up okay. He loses this wave.
Well, I was quite lucky. I just got my R back.
You're also kind of unlucky because you didn't crit and it looked like you weren't going to get your E back. And then you're also unlucky that you lose this plate.
Yeah.
It would be very nice if we got this plate, but... Because this plate was our goal of the slow push.
Yeah.
And now you can come back, you probably... let's say you can make it back in time. He's not pushing yet, he's quite slow. But I think he's still going to crash before you get there. But if he doesn't, then you can look to break his turn again. And then you can look to do stuff like, maybe if he uses E on the wave, you could look to go on him and ghost down the lane, or run him down or something.
In this case, I don't have R and he does, so it's probably...
Yeah, in this case, yeah, fair enough. It's good to think about in these lane positions. Okay, so here, W down. Now, again, you don't have R and he does, so not the best time to go in. But in an ordinary situation, that'd be good. This is really good, though. That's like exactly... That's the best trade pattern, I think, is that you auto-E out when he QEs you, and then you W back in after he turns around. Because then he can't Q your W, because he's already Q'd, and you can just walk onto him and start hitting. But again, the reason you're not going in, right, is because you don't have ult and he does, so that's good. If you had ult, you could go in, I think. Okay, this was kind of silly by him.
He misplayed that a bunch. I should be dead.
I think so, yeah.
He ulted too early.
Yep. Okay, what do we do with the wave now? You fast push?
I hope so.
So fast push is like you died punish. You know, a lot of the time you're not going to fast push. But here you do, and you get your demolish. Good. It's a good punish for him dying. Now when we do this, what determines... For me, no matter what, I'm gonna try to crash this wave. I'm not gonna leave myself on a freeze and reset. But what determines whether you should go for the plate or not? Like here, or like go for the demolish. Here, definitely you should go for the demolish. But what is it that determines it?
I mean, I did not check for all of these, but I guess does it change my recall?
That's a good point. I didn't consider that, but yeah, if it does, then that's good.
Timing of when he's coming back to lane. Like, is he gonna clean crash before I can come back to my tower and collect, or maybe he can get a plate of his own if I overstay too long? But Trynd is pretty fast to come back to lane, so
yeah. Okay. In this position, the big thing I'm thinking about is that if I try and stay for this plate, what are the odds that this guy just comes in and kills me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
now, here he's dead, so there's no chance that he does that.
I did not even mention it, right? That's bad.
Yeah. But that's like the first thing I think you should think of is there's like two really easy checks. I think when you get higher elo, there's 3 checks and it becomes really annoying. But for now, there's probably only 2. It's like, what's the jungler doing? A lot of the time you'll like see him bot side, or maybe he's dead, or you can see him dead or something. And then the other one that I would check is, can you see the enemy mid laner in lane?
Yeah.
So here, Silas, we're gonna see him walking bot, so you don't need to worry at all. But sometimes he might just not be in mid, and like he could be coming for you. And then when you get higher elo, you start thinking about the support as well, because that guy starts being everywhere.
Yeah, sure. I did not even look for anyone before doing that, so yeah, that's something to keep in mind. For sure.
But in this situation, there's no one that can come for you, so it's really good.
Red team double kill.
I will not falter.
Okay, and now it's back to... Actually, we end up... Okay. Your wave knowledgement and management is pretty good. Why am I okay with you going and playing these groups? Wave-wise.
It's neutral wave, so we both lose the same.
Talk to me about like waves when you go for these plays. What's a good state? What's a bad state? What's okay?
If I just crashed the wave, it's the perfect state.
Yeah.
If it's slow towards me, it's okay if I come back before it crashes.
Yeah.
Or as it crashes, I guess.
And then
if
the reverse for it.
pushing away, then I can't. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Perfect. Good. You have really good like wave understanding, so that's good. So yeah, it's neutral, right? The wave is neutral, so you going for the play is neutral. It's just sort of it affects both of you the same. So if you win the play, then it's just a win. You didn't lose anything anywhere else. So this ends up being good. I think you probably could have just taken his tower here, honestly.
Yeah, had R even.
Yeah. I think you can just take his tower, and then it allows you to like push deeper, and then you can get an even better reset. Because you're looking for a reset soon, but you're gonna do that anyway. So.
I planned to reset it, but then I checked my gold and I saw I needed 300 more. You could have checked that before.
I like that you know that kind of like with the Olaf axes, right? But with the Tryndamere, if you do it long, then you can't auto attack anymore. Whereas if you do it on the spot, then you can.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's hard for me to do mechanically.
Okay. It just takes a little bit of practice. I think you'll naturally improve at stuff like that. And then you kill him, and now you take his tower. And I think is this maybe it's later. Can't remember. Is it now that you go and dive mid?
I think so, yeah. I take the wave and then I dive. Yeah.
Okay.
I would not generally go for this place, but it felt free because the Silas was low. But yeah, maybe that's not needed.
Okay. Let me show you why I don't like it.
Yeah, sure.
So what I'm thinking is that at this point in the game, I was actually going to say it's normally around 14 minutes. It turns out it's exactly 14 minutes, but most of the time it's going to be when this tower is down. Your game is very opened up. Like, lane phase is over. And now we're getting to this play pattern of, like, what's going to be contested. So for me, it's going to be this dragon very soon.
Yeah.
And what's the best way to influence that as Tryndamere? Now, this is where the session is very, very different with a champ like Tryndamere compared to some of the other things we've been playing in top, because we've been playing like a lot of team fight based champions. Here, the best thing you can be doing is drawing pressure into top lane. And if they, let's say Garen tries to help his team play for Dragon, then you take 700 gold in a T2, and it's just not worth it. But equally, if Lee Sin comes to try and stop you taking, or like pressuring top, you just back off, and then your team gets Dragon for free. So you have a very, very good spike right now because you just took first turret. You've got full Ravenous Hydra in base.
Yes.
So what I would say to do is play on that tempo and come back. It ends up even worse because Garen just pushes this out after, because we go mid, dive, then we have to reset, come back out. Garen gets this full tower as a consequence. But I think the best thing you can do is go and get your item, make yourself as strong as possible for this objective, and then do your job for the objective, which would be pushing this deep, threatening. I really like getting vision around places like this, or there's like this little crossroads here can be really nice.
Yeah.
So this one's good because a lot of people will look to try to come through here and get you, or look to come over this wall, like Lee Sin could do that. If they don't have the ability to come over walls, then you can control this area, and you can see them coming from here, or from here, or from here, trying to come through here to get you.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one to know. I would default to the blue buff bush.
Oh, like
Bush,
here.
but,
This is okay. The problem with this is that it's kind of like this. Do you know what I mean? And they can sort of come like this.
Yeah.
You might spot them here, but it does spot them quite late.
Yeah.
I normally just pop it like here because it shows down here, and it also shows up here. It doesn't show in the bush, and it also shows up here. It shows quite a big area. But then you just pressure this, and your team play around Dragon, and then it's a lose-lose situation for them.
Also, odds are my Yasuo would kill him 1v1. So
yeah, also like stuff like this, I like the initiative. Let's say this Silas, let's say the map is in exactly this position, right? But this Silas is like, I don't know, a Victor or a Syndra or something, and he's like 4-0 and he's got a bounty, and he's the enemy team's win con. Then all of a sudden this plays really good because you go and kill their win con. But in this position, I don't think it really matters whether you kill Silas here. And what you're sacrificing for it is your top tower and your tempo onto this dragon play, which is a lot to sacrifice for this dive. So yeah, dragon's up now, and like, even if you didn't get the tower, you're not in position to pressure this. So that's... Oops, that's not the eraser. There we go. But then you end up pressuring for it anyway. Do you just kill him here?
I think so.
Yeah, he's kind of grouping. Oh yeah, this is when you flash. I like that you already have the plan to take jungle camps as well. This is something that a lot of people are missing on champs like Tryndamere. Any like Ravenous Hydra champ is so good at stealing jungle camps.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Here, this is what you want as Tryndamere. Like, there's two things that you want. One is that Garen goes here to Dragon, and the other is that Lee Sin goes here to you. Because if Lee Sin goes here, you get Dragon, and if Garen goes there, you get the turret. And it's like figuring out what the situation is. So here, Lee Sin's here. Okay, I'll just leave. And then, unfortunately, you fail your E over the wall, but that's fine. Like, it happens. But your intention was good. But, like, just if you're ever in this position, just be thinking, like, this is exactly what I want. Like, never feel like you should be getting this T2. It doesn't matter. It's still there. and then this Q just clips you as well, which is unlucky. And then you still nearly get away. But then you tried to overfancy it. That was so good, by the way. Like dodging that Q by stopping.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something.
Okay, and then as soon as you die on a champ like Trynd, where like it feels weird because he's so good at fighting people 1v1. Like if you ask someone, oh, what's Tryndamere's strength? A lot of the time they'll say like 1v1ing. But to me, Tryndamere's strength is creating numbers advantages.
Yeah.
Like he stretches the enemy team thin by them needing more people to deal with him. So when you die, it's like, where do I want to create this numbers imbalance? And then the answer is based around what the rest of your team should be wanting to do. So here it's going to be Herald. So you should, like, as soon as I'm dead, I can start pinging on my way bot, and then that will give my team a chance to recall and come somewhere else, and then you can come bot and play your split push on bot. Like, the more proactive and quicker you are with your decision-making about where you're going to be, the better. Because I think, like, now if you ping them, they could back off, and then that means... if they back off and they go base, which they are doing anyway, which is nice, it means that...
I should just be pinging for all of them to be able to make the right decision.
Yeah. But it's good for everyone, because when you get here, there's going to be a wave because they haven't taken it. And they're going to go back and they can come and get this wave, and everyone's happy. You're in the right place. It's all good. And then, like, you're kind of looking top, which, someone should be answering top here, but it should be these two. And then they realize and
yeah, just blanked for a bit there.
But yeah, the main thing I would say there is that as soon as you die, you've got like 30 seconds where you're not playing the game. So that's when you can think about what you want to do, and then you respawn and you can just do it. You don't need to think about it anymore, so you can't blank if you think about it when you die. And you get this guy's flash, which is really good, and now you're in the correct place on the map. And here, I don't know what the communication with your team was, I can't remember, but here I would be spamming in this Herald, and then a lot of the time if you spamming something as a split pusher, your team will go and do it while you push. Because here you create massive numbers advantage. Like, they send 2 people for you, and the whole time your team can just be doing Herald. So this is really good. And again, it feels like a lot of people, I don't think you have this, I feel like you understand. But mostly for the video, a lot of people get frustrated here because it's like, oh, I was pushing bot and I can't actually get the bot tower because 2 people came. But the reason this is good is not that you were trying to get the tower, it's that now this is just free.
Yeah.
So it ends up so good.
I was slightly frustrated, right? I asked you, here, I don't know what to do, but I was already doing something.
Yeah, yeah, you're doing a lot. By creating numbers advantages, you're doing a lot. And the good thing about Tryndamere specifically, as opposed to like Fiora, is that even when you're behind, he can do this because he's got his ult. So he's actually pretty good at doing this even when he's behind. But when you're ahead, he's amazing at it. Okay, so now we've got the Herald, right? From this position, and I think this was where you felt lost. Again, a big part of playing champs like Tryndamere is, I think they're very macro-based, and your macro seems pretty good overall. Don't be afraid to use that to help your team understand. So what you could say here is like, if people come for me, Herald mid and take mid T2 or something. I mean, this should just die to a Herald charge anyway. There's no. But if it was full HP, do you know what I mean? Because what I was saying before is that you sort of identify what the objective is and play away from it. So it was Herald. Well, first it was Dragon, then it was Herald. Now neither of the neutrals are up, but that doesn't mean there's no objectives left to take because you've got Herald and there's always like there's this tower, there's this tower. If you drop like Herald and 3 people come bot, you could even get an inhib with your team. So you can tell them to be looking for like Herald top or Herald mid off of your pressure. It's one of the few times in the game where I think typing is actually good.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to get that point across without, like, with pings. I guess you could ping the Herald in their inventory and ping tower or something, but it is one of the more complicated things. Like, for Baron and stuff, I would just ping it.
Yeah.
But in this situation...
I could use more pings, for sure.
Yeah. there's like a level of communication which is really good, and then there's like, you know, flaming and talking about random shit, which is just an absolute waste of time.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm mostly focused on myself, and I don't communicate to my team as much as I should, probably.
Yeah. I like doing stuff like this as well, where you're taking camps. Another time you can take camps, which I don't think there was a spot for, but it's actually really good, is I want you to imagine a situation where your Talia's here, and she's looking to make a play on bot lane, and you're on your way back to lane. If you kill her Krugs, it's good for both of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they respawn at a higher level. And then by the time she gets back there, they're going to respawn anyway.
I think in the later stages of the game, I do that, but earlier I'm not always sure how long it will take me. Or
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like
You can
it's
just
mostly
think
after you have Hydra that you start thinking
Yeah.
about jungle camps.
yeah, okay.
Here, I think, is this another case where you're just a little bit scared of him? Because like after he
I
W's,
was, and yeah,
yeah, it's very much about his W. So it's like it's got a bit left. You can see the duration there, and now it's gone. And now if you fight him, you'll just win, like hard win. Garen feels really tanky, and then his W drops off, and suddenly he's really squishy. Like now you start hitting him, and it's like, oh wait, I damaged this guy.
yeah. I would not have gone for this if you were in the call.
Yeah.
I think. But
And a lot of champions have spells like this. Like with Cassante, it's W. With Garen, it's W. Who else has like really obvious spells where, oh, this thing's down, you can go in? Like Camille E, right? As long as you know what the thing... Fiora W is a really good one. As long as you know what the spell that you're looking for that like stops you from just all-in them is, then when they don't have it, you can all-in them. Like with Darius, it's E, because Darius E stops you from spinning inside his Q, because he can pull you and then Q you. There's maybe... Is there a way you can live that? Let's see. We'll look at a little bit of mechanical stuff. So you kill him. No. Yeah, there's no way for you to live. Sometimes you can turn around at the end and like tank the shot earlier in your ult, but yeah, I mean you killed two people for one. It's very worth.
half the time I do that, I take an extra tower shot and die because of it. I'm scared to do it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're dead again, right? So we're starting to think, where am I going to go when I respawn? And then, like obviously Baron's up straight away, but it's Baron on spawn, which is a lot of the time very difficult to take. So I'd look more at Dragon. So I'd be like, okay, when I spawn, I want to get Dragon pressure, so I'm going to go and start threatening this T2. And then if I've got, you can either use Sweeper to sweep out, or you can stay on the ward and ward to give yourself some safety. Both are fine. I think Sweeper's more useful if you're playing for flanks yourself, like into the fights, and Ward's more useful if you're playing to pressure on split. But I think both are okay. But the main thing is, come and threaten this, identify whether they're coming for you or playing for the dragon, and then if they play for the dragon, you take this, and if they come for you, then you just back off and your team takes dragon. But like being there on time is the main thing. Like you want the wave when the dragon spawns, you want the wave on the tower. Because that's what was missing last time Drake was up. But we had that with Herald, which was really good. So this is perfect. Dragon's about to spawn, and we're on the turret. Okay. Debating... Yeah, I guess just stay top. This dragon's still up. You can take this romp, maybe, as well. Yeah, see, they're looking to come for you instead of going for this Drake. And then once the dragon goes down, I I would look to swap around. I tried to steal it with Stride
Oh,
Breaker.
that's cheeky.
Very cheeky. Okay, well, he's dead. Okay. Now what? Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think.
What's the plan?
Well, my initial idea would be to push the next wave, recall, and go bot. But maybe I should
I
just
like that.
go bot instantly.
Sometimes you could go bot instantly and it's fine. Here, I would definitely push next wave, but it's because the next wave gives you Infinity Edge.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
If
for
it
sure.
wasn't for that, then yeah, you could just instantly go bot. But I would definitely like being bot because then we're creating this cross map again with Baron and T2. And T2s, I feel like the game plan for Trynd is like early game, you want to sort of win lane, get plates, get kills, stuff like that, out farm. And then mid game, you want to get this and you want to get this one. And that
Yeah.
gives you an extra 1,400 gold. And then late game, you're just like a side lane menace. You can backdoor, you can create numbers advantages, you can 2v1, you can solo kill. But your big mid-game goal, I think, should be getting both T2s. Or if they come to defend the T2s, then you're getting all the dragons and heralds and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah, I'd definitely go bot here. Grab this wave. But instead we end up staying top, which I'm not a big fan of, because
Yeah.
I don't even think, like, the AFF, right? But I don't even think taking top inhib is that great here. I would much rather have bot T2 with 700 gold
Yeah, for
than
sure.
top inhib.
It's like I wanted the last wave before it crashes to the turret. Even that wave, it's hard for me to give up. It's stupid.
Yeah, we
Like-
love waves. Waves are great.
Really.
Okay, let's go for another one.
Yeah.
And maybe
sure.
it won't be so much of a stomp, but there's definitely,
Yeah.
regardless, there's definitely things to look at.
Oh yeah, I learned already quite a bit. Sometimes hard for me to respect when the enemy is strong.
Yeah,
I always want to break their turn, as you say. And sometimes I just need to chill and wait for a better opportunity. And yeah, like to really play to my limits. But also, as you see, sometimes just mechanical things to go horribly wrong, not press R, and something like that.
I mean that's the only way you get better at them, though.
Yeah,
Aside from
yeah.
like practice tool stuff that you can do sometimes, but I don't think Tryndamere has too many things to practice tool. There's like the E flash, but you did that in game anyway. You didn't struggle with that, so
That's not that hard.
yeah.
Well, I practiced the auto spin out and dodge the tower shot.
Okay, with the
a bit.
timing when it like
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that's good.
I can do it quite fine on practice tool, but in the real game,
Yeah, there's
with
more
the
things
pressure,
to think about in a real
harder.
game.
I usually ban Lilia because that champ I can't. Yep.
If the enemy bans Tryndamere, who do you play as like your backup?
I mean, I have quite a bit of them. I can play Mordekaiser.
Okay.
Can play Ilaoi if the draft is good
Mhm.
for it. Darius or yeah,
All right.
I don't know. Sometimes Malphite if there's a
Ooh.
range top, but it's not fun for me to play. It's just
Yeah.
sometimes free lane win. Ornn as well, but I'm not that good at it.
It's interesting that aside from maybe Alawi, your backup champions are very different to your
Yeah.
main champion.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a recent one for me. I
Oh,
started
okay.
playing Tryndamere like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I'd say.
Ah, I see.
There was a time that I played a bunch of Gangplank. That was really fun. But now if I pick him, I'm probably griefing because I don't have the mechanics anymore. But I do play it a lot. Okay, Renekton. That's slightly scary.
Oh. He can't
Or
decide what
maybe-
to play.
Yeah, all of what he's hovering, I'm not super confident against. Okay, Sion. Last time I played against the Sion, I griefed it completely. He had full lane prio all the way.
Okay,
I think it should be good for me.
let's try to not have that happen.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know how it happened, even.
Okay, the good thing about Scion is as long as you're not massively behind, there's not really, you know, like with Garen, you were looking for the W. A lot of the time, you can just win into Scion as long as you like are ready to sidestep his Q so that he can't get a full charged one on you. Because
Yeah.
if you're ready to sidestep it and he cancels it early to hit you, then you just take the damage, but you don't get knocked up,
Yeah.
so you still win.
Yeah. Also, what I like to do into Sion or some other champions is hit the first minion and drag the creeps slightly away from the bush.
Okay, yeah,
For
in case he's queuing from the bush.
yeah, it's harder for him to do that.
I would definitely try to play your waves in pretty much the same way you did last game.
Yeah.
If you can get info on where their jungler is, then it's great because then we can start to play around with those timings of like when is it
Yeah.
safe to all in and stuff like that.
I could just force the ward level 1. It feels very safe for me to do against that
With
champ.
Trynd, yeah.
I could just run and put maybe run at
A lot of the
120 or
time, until like fairly high elo, actually, people just don't cover as well. You just walk in for free and
Yeah.
ward. But if you do have info on jungler, it's so much easier to play top lane.
To be fair, my duo partner almost always invades top level 1.
Oh,
So
okay.
the game is really different.
Summoner's Rift.
He plays Volibear, and yeah, very often he takes the whole top side, and then I get ganked at 3 minutes, and half the time I die to it anyways.
Spawn.
But okay, he seems to be starting there.
Yeah. See when he leaves. If he stays there until like 1 minute 20 or something, then he's not going to have time
Yeah.
to make it to red. He might get there a little late, but it's probably safe to assume he starts blue.
Raptors as well, no?
Yeah, he could start Raptors on Skarner, yeah. See how long he stays for, though.
Looks like he's moving.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like he's going to go for blue buff here.
Yeah, he's facing that way.
So this changes your, like, when you can get ganked to, like, the opposite. Now it's, like, sort of just after 4 minutes, like 4 minutes 15, or instead of that being when you're safe, now 4 minutes 15 is when you're in danger. Because that's when he's coming back into the top side.
Okay,
Nice.
start W.
Yeah.
That's one.
Good. Good spin. No crit. Rip. Okay, that's okay. You're gonna get Q soon.
I need 2 millies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Did not expect to hit all to hear. Something unexpected happened. I want to hard push and maybe recall. Okay,
Oh.
that was too much. I'm fine, I think. No, I'm not. Okay.
That was a bit of an Okay, let's see how we play from behind.
Boots, I think. Yeah, that's really bad. So here he broke his freeze.
Yep, he's not going to be able to crash this. The correct thing for him to do is base TP.
Yeah, I don't want to trade too much before that, just prevent his crash.
Yep. And then you can look to ghost him down the lane if because Skarner's going to be bot side of the map right now because of
Yeah.
where he started.
Let's cue this now. Yeah.
So if you can have the wave come up towards you, that's good. And maybe if you can thin it out, then either crash and then spin
There's
on
no
him
Q
and
there.
ghost.
Level 4 though. Pretty scared.
You will get level 4 though by the time the next wave comes. Good.
Maybe I wasted my spin there.
Yeah.
I'm not letting this touch.
Good. Yeah.
Just
Oh,
taking it.
yes, nice.
An ally has been slain.
If you get level 4 and spin ghost on him, it's kind of the same position Garen was in. Might not be ideal at level 3. Okay, nice.
Oh!
Oh,
No! Oh, I auto the creep.
okay. Recovered.
Yeah, auto the creep. So now I should get this cannon and base
Yeah,
instantly.
yeah.
Yeah, I got
Oh!
the cannon.
Shame. Oh well. Yeah, he's gonna TP.
Yeah.
You probably lose a wave. I think there's a world where you kill him with
maybe
much more health left, and then you can push that wave as well. But okay.
Yeah, I was 50 gold short from the two boots.
Honestly, the wave's pretty good for you actually. Port just outside tower.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to hold that.
No, it's fine. But you can just start your slow push again, and then you can maybe look to play for grubs off of this slow push. These are the things that we start thinking about now, right? Is like, what can we do when we finish this slow push that we're starting? Now also Scion might just play to break the slow push.
So he's warding that. Yeah, I gave him that for free. Want to kill me and the wave, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to build a slow push actually because he's stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, should just be patient here. I don't think I'm gonna lose that cannon. I will. Yeah, that's. I'm not getting that one. I have full control here.
An enemy has been slain.
No, it's not the ping I want.
Yeah, no, you don't. Just ping her back.
She's too low as well.
You don't have mid prio either.
Probably no. Okay, he's there. Thought he was running, maybe. That hurts.
I would definitely on any champ that can auto attack a lot, which Tryndamere is, into champs like Scion, I would definitely recommend Ruin King. It just does so much damage. Because all he builds is health. He wants to do like Heartsteel, Titanic, Overlord, stuff like that. Okay, nice. Try to... Ah, unlucky. You did spin through him, but you just couldn't quite keep up to block the ult.
I think slow push is one, hot push the next.
Yep.
Is it a cannon wave? It's not. Well, I was gonna be one. Oh fuck. This is just Scepter. Yes.
Yeah. There wasn't really much else to get. It would have been Vamp Scepter or just Dagger, so
Yeah.
Scepter's better. Now with being behind, it might be hard to ever like force a kill or anything on him at this point.
Yeah.
But you can play for that Blade of the Ruin King spike.
Okay. Okay. He's gonna demolish my tower, and not much I can do about it.
Yeah, you can try to kill his wave and take a bit of damage, but you have sustain, just to avoid getting demolished on. Like, this is fine. He's hitting you, but you're going to heal back up, and he's not hitting your tower, so...
Yeah. That hurts.
We do want to try to avoid damage where we can, but... It's like here, you could just spin on his wave and try and kill it before he could do that.
Okay. Yeah. Getting bullied a bit.
Yeah, it's okay though, you have way more sustain than him. He's used a lot of mana and he's used half his health and he has no sustain. Whereas you just heal through everything. It's okay to let this one just crash because his demolish is on cooldown. And then it would be like the next one where I would look to trade health. Think of demolish as like every other wave.
Yeah,
He's basically now. Just need to worry about Skarner.
Oh yes, come on, should have helped up. He's gonna base here, most likely.
Yep.
Maybe he wants to demolish proc. I can fast push the next wave then. Not missing that one.
Okay, he ulted to lane. Probably stay now, since he we lose so much for basing because he ulted to lane.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
He could just fast push next wave and take a plate, maybe even two. Because he got grubs as well.
Okay, fast push this.
Yeah, punish that.
Oh, it was bad. Should I move or recall here?
Maybe late, honestly. But both are fine. Recall up late is fine. If they want to fight, then, it's a good time for you to fight with them, so...
Yeah. I'm not strong. Yeah, maybe that's good. Should I ghost? Well, maybe not. Oh, I did. Anyway.
Good to push the jungler away from the grubs. I think you might kill him here as well. He had to ult. Nice.
Okay, this is lost. Well...
But it was 1 for 1.
You still have ult?
Yeah. You maybe try and get that grub. Nice. We got the grub. Now, the whole time, the wave was in a much better... Yeah, exactly. So, it was 1 for 1. They got 2 grubs, we got 1. Oh no, we got 2 grubs, actually. Okay. That worked out really well.
Who's gonna demolish that? Or maybe base? No. That's got hostile. I put 2 punches W.
Oops.
Just
Pay attention to his mana here. I think here he's kind of too low mana to actually do anything if you... Yeah.
I can't kill him.
Oh, you got his flash. And now you can get a good reset.
Lazy last team. I hate that. Should no. Okay, but no, again. Am I fast enough to catch this one?
You can
I
can
have to
try.
recall, I think.
Yeah. It's annoying that you don't quite have Ruin King yet, because that's a huge spike into Scion. It does so much damage.
Yeah, maybe I should have stayed because he gets my full tower here.
Yeah, I think so actually.
It
This
feels
is
bad
kind
to
of the
stay on
downside to
the-
not playing with TP as well, and falling behind early, is that
Yeah.
you can't really match the tempo that he gets from
Yes.
having TP.
Katarina is in the game now. Yeah, I was. Okay.
Huh?
Can he do that? I guess he's really strong. I'm just out now. If I crit,
No crits allowed. You'll be okay though, you've got sustain.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'm not getting these creeps. Maybe he takes our aggro here. No, that wasn't good.
He's nearly out of mana again
Yeah.
with no flash.
No R there.
Yep.
Bit scared. Have not sure. We're doing this, that's good. Yeah, I'm just conceding everything at this point. The 1v1. Maybe give him the Hotsuit proc for free.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, now I think you can just go on him, honestly.
Oh, I wasted. Don't want him to ult. He's just dead.
Has been slain.
Nice. I like that you kill the passive and don't let him take the wave.
Should I take the next wave as well? I think
Yeah.
so.
Now when you get this item, don't be afraid of him in side lane anymore. You start dealing a silly amount of damage.
Yeah, okay. Can't wait.
If we didn't fall behind early, we wouldn't have had to like wait and play for the spike, but
It's on me. And then another very silly, right?
yeah. Like same build, I just swapped the Hydra for the Ruin King.
It's a much closer game. Okay, they are Vayne is scary. That's forced. Oh, that's so sad.
Slain. An enemy has been slain.
He has a bunch.
Does he have Bramble? No, he doesn't.
Hmm.
Yeah, you deal so much more damage now.
Okay, there. Hold that.
How much damage did your item do though? Okay, yeah,
1.5.
that's quite a lot.
I want to outpush here because okay.
You just got his TP for free essentially because you're still
Yeah.
full HP. Oh, you got Bramble.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's Bramble now.
you figured it out. It just means you have to be a bit more careful with when you press your Q.
yeah.
You want to back off first and then Q.
I don't like that he's getting so much because
Yeah, I think you could still contest more as well. rather than just allowing him to get it.
Take that again. I was seeing my ghost.
It's
Good
okay.
idea.
He had to flash to get the ult off, but yeah. Shame about the ghost.
He's just dead.
Nice.
Okay.
Ah, unlucky. They're all here.
Never mind. Yeah. Flash of hope a bit.
Okay, this is where we want to start deciding where we want to be on the map.
Oh well. I have to catch bots,
Yeah.
probably.
Unless someone recalls. They're gonna
Yeah, maybe
grab it
Rise
for
is
you.
gonna go there, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, his
he
TP's
did,
down,
actually.
so maybe I could top actually because
Yeah, and pressure for
that's
dragon.
dragon spawning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my wards, I think it is good. I'm just pinned on the side lane for now.
Executed.
Okay,
An ally has been slain.
sure.
Not sure why he's in the turret in mid lane.
Does she win? Hope so.
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh, yeah. Cyan has what? Force on fire. Wants a cannon.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Nice.
Walk forward, walk
Yeah,
forward.
as soon as the Grievous Wounds drops off, you can press your Q.
I'm dead. I don't have ult. I did not realize I didn't have ult.
In
Let's-
these situations, you got a really good trade on him. You did like half health for half health, then
Yeah.
spin out and wait for the Grievous Wounds, and then press your Q. You just
Yeah,
heal
yeah.
back up. But
Yeah.
once he gets his Bramble, you are gonna want to like go in,
Yeah.
trade for a long time, spin out, and then wait, and then heal.
Did I press Q? I mean, yeah, I'll need to watch that again, I think. I think when I'm comfortable, I do that. I do pay attention to that, but here,
Yeah.
when I'm griefing, I make a lot more mistakes. It just tends to snowball, so
Enemy has been slain.
we did lose that dragon. Game is still very winnable, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Killing spree. Your turret has been destroyed.
Should I participate here? I don't think I do.
No, I would take another top wave, I think. Mostly because I don't think you can really do much to Vayne
Yeah,
as Tryndamere.
yeah. I probably just want to.
Has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Okay, that's very good.
Yep. And if you take trades like that, and then you spin out and heal, his trade doesn't actually do anything. Like, you could probably go in on him when his W explodes. Good. Just use all your E's for his Qs.
Yeah. Really, no one blocked that. It's so sad. I'm not chasing. Maybe needs help now.
So here, this is a case where, like, the only thing to really pressure for would be Baron. So you can maybe take this wave and then go bot.
Yeah, yeah.
An enemy has been slain.
Good base for you as well, because it gets you Navori. Yeah, that guy's just building full armor now.
Yeah. That's true.
Maybe get an armor pen before IE, since there's that much armor in the
Yeah.
game.
I think it's a rare case where I would go LDR instead of Mortal Reminder.
Yeah, there's not really any healing on the enemy team.
I don't see. Yeah. Whoa, she's scary, but she's scared as well. Maybe I could go out there. She has no
Yeah,
jump.
she has no jump because no dagger to
Yeah.
reset. I think you could actually. Yeah. Oh, Vayne's there though.
I'm not sure why
I would
everyone is.
start pinging Baron. So in these situations, you basically want to tell your team, don't play with me, go and play Baron instead.
Yeah. This is.
Okay, you got Vayne, that's good. You can get out, it's really nice.
Yeah, I should just go out maybe.
Yeah. Maybe you saved him actually. Nice, good E-flash.
Yeah,
You have been slain.
this is scuffed. I don't know why we're fighting this, but
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, very strange. Like, the only thing you can really do there is try to ping your team back and ping Baron.
yeah.
Because that's what they should be doing. That should have been a free Baron for your team.
Yeah, I did not realize everyone was coming here until they were already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I just don't look at the map at all for good when I'm fighting or trading or anything.
So here I would press tab and see how long is Dragon. Like, is Baron the next thing really? Okay, yeah, it's Dragon next. So,
Yeah, I'm going there.
yep.
Hopefully that's clear enough.
This is a take Krug's angle as well, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Because it just puts them respawning and respawning higher level while all this dragon stuff happens.
Okay. I see Katarina's corner. Yeah. Please do this. I have the ult for 28. Slightly scared.
Yeah, it's a window where you're a bit more vulnerable. You just have to be a bit more careful in.
Like not wasting it like that, for example. Okay, Katarina's no longer there. Did I miss that? Oh, wow.
Okay, so now it's like, see how much you can get, because nobody's here.
Mm.
And then the next skill for you to develop is like figuring out when you need to leave. So for now, you're still fine, I think.
Yeah, Dragon is still up. I'm not going to miss E for that though. I wish I had that one, yeah. Okay, there are two.
Yeah, so now you can try to walk towards Drake. Yeah.
Is there anything going on there? Still, yeah.
An ally has been slain.
Oh wow, flash out.
Nearly. Macro-wise, that was perfect. We could like execute some things better, but
Yeah, I think
that
that
is
was
what you
bad.
want. This is what you want to do. You want to threaten top. When they come to get top, then you can rotate in and like you create a numbers advantage by bringing them top, and then you can create another one by you moving into because
Yeah.
you got there first. So
I think mechanically that was pretty horrible though, but yeah, that's another thing entirely. Still at 25-24, like each time I look at the kill score, it's 1 apart. It's crazy. The Rise is really strong. So I want to go bot there. Or maybe is it gonna be gone?
it's a
Before
shame
I
your
can-
Rise didn't just like get a death cap because there's no magic resist on the enemy team. He's just kind of just one-shotting people if he had death cap. But yeah, now you pressured the other side because Baron is the objective. And now here, like, ping them to be careful.
Okay. You can have that. Oh, never mind.
Because you don't want them
we
to play up until you're in like a position to pressure. So I definitely have pinged them back before.
Yeah, I'm losing time.
Best thing you can do here is kill the waves that they're going to. Like now, the Baron's lost at this point. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they got Baron. So you just try to kill the waves that they're going to push with. So there's like
Yeah, and this one is
maybe
too
bot
far.
wave, maybe mid wave you could go for.
Yeah, this was really indecisive by me. I want to just get the tower now.
Yeah, there's not really much better to do. I don't think you can defend alone anyway.
No. Yeah, they're recalling.
Okay, now you've got a big window with Baron where when the enemy's got Baron, you can't really play the way that Tryndamere wants to play.
Yeah.
You just got to try and hold until the Baron ends. If you can take any waves, like if you can cheekily steal any waves before they manage to buff them, then it's really good. It's like maybe you could get this top wave that's coming before they manage to buff it. And it means they're like 30 seconds behind on their Baron push in top lane.
I could cheat the next wave, but I feel I could also contribute. They're winning the fight without me, though.
Okay.
You can get me midway.
Definitely take the wave. And then maybe look to join. You can kind of have a look at it and see how it's going.
It looks bad. I'm staying.
Yeah, take another mid wave. Not ideal that they're dying.
Yeah,
Like, they ping you, but I genuinely don't think you being there changes anything that just happened. Like, what does having a Tryndamere there do?
These are just gonna end, right?
Maybe. Maybe you and Vi can make some kind of miracle happen? Like an E-flash onto Vayne or something? Nah, not quite.
Yeah. Too bad.
Yeah, unfortunate one.
Yeah, many mechanical misplays by me.
I think it's a really good example of how important your like very, very early game is, though, because it sets the pace for your whole game.
Yeah, that's really like many of my games. Like you got to see what I meant earlier.
Okay.
When something goes wrong, then I feel like I have to be really passive and don't get anything going, basically.
Yeah. I think there's definitely times where you could be less passive, so we'll try and find some of those, but we can also talk about kind of how to not get there in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I really grieved.
I think the main thing is just changing your plan. When things don't go according to plan, just go, okay, well, I'll do this instead. Because it got in a position where you were kind of like crashing second wave rather than third, and then you tried to push third as well.
Yeah.
So it's...
Yeah, that happens to me a lot. I usually want to 3-wave crash, but often it's 2.5 wave crash, which is bad.
Okay, this is a really winning position for you. If you just like don't let him get in range and then spin on his head straight away, it's hard winning for you. Because then you're literally playing with like Tryndamere against Sion with no spells. Is just hard Tryndamere favored. So here, like the direction you're walking is the problem. If you just walk this way.
Now I don't quite know his range on his W. I think
I'd say it's like here right now. Maybe. Oops, I can't draw. 1 sec. Maybe it's like here. You're not in it right now. So as long as you walk the same way he's walking to not let him in, then you know it won't hit you. But you kind of walk back in to hit the creep, and then it pops and hits you. But even though that happens, you spin on him, and it's still like even though you took this damage for free, it still ends up pretty good. Like you took that damage for free, and you're thanking his minion wave, but this is still a good position for Trynd. Honestly, I would have I would extend that trade a little longer and play for the next E. You know, to like get the E back and then E back out and hit him.
Yeah.
Because you probably you're E'ing back in.
But now he has W as well, so that's worse.
But I think this is still winning for you because you have push and you're gonna like I would just get level 2 and Q to heal.
Yeah.
And then decide what you want to do with this wave now. So it's like, do we want a second or third wave crash? If we second, we hit level 2 and then we chill out a bit. So like we kill this creep, level 2, press Q, and then just start slowly. Actually, no, this is going to crash regardless, right? We're so fast on the push. So just commit to crashing it and play around the fact that you have way more sustain than him. So in this spot, we crash the wave, we Q back up to like what, here maybe, and then we just give. Do you remember like when we gave Garen? Or I was saying we can just give this turn to Garen and just let him play it out until it gets to here, and then try to break his freeze, and we'll sustain. We'll just keep pressing Q the whole time to sustain back up, and then we'll look to all in him with Ghost, and maybe we can trade Ghost for Flash then.
Yeah,
that's a really good trade for us, or something like that. So it's a different plan than the original plan, but it ends up being good. So instead of taking that little bit of a trade, which ended up being a nice little trade. Also, we could already have started queuing here.
Yeah. Probably
now,
overcompensating what you said last game. Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to come back out regardless. So now you can just back off and start healing up. And like he's never going to heal this health back up. Do you know what I mean? He's down there, and but as Tryndamere, you have sustain advantage. So if you just give him one wave where it's his turn, and then let it be up here, and then you've just got a massive health lead. And just be queuing the whole time. Okay, I don't think I need to tell you anything about that. Yeah, you know. Right. The worst thing here is that if he just base TP'd, you're ultra screwed.
Yeah.
But at least he kind of gave you a way back in. Okay, so yeah, here, I don't know if you remember in game, but I was talking about how we can look for the all-in because we know Skarner pathed bot.
Yeah.
And we've got such a big, we've got full health lead. We've got, I don't think you actually get to buy any items there, right? You got boots, okay, technically an item lead. And then, but probably just look for level 4 first.
Yeah, I forgot about that in the moment. I did get hit by a bunch of his abilities as well.
This is good though. You held the wave. You denied his crash. And then the big thing that I see here is if you're just hitting the creeps. Wait, where is it? When you see him here. Now, if you just kill 2 creeps, like you kill one and then you get the other so that you can spin through it, his W is going to be on cooldown. So it's even better. It's like if you just start hitting creeps now. And then spin through one because you're only 1 creep off level 4 now. But you go in and then I think the minions kill one or something and you do level up and it's fine. Here. There we go. Oh, and then we altered a minion. Not ideal.
This is still not great.
Yeah, because he's got TP, but...
Yeah.
If we played the fight a bit cleaner, we could have been higher health, and then we could probably sustain up and continue playing. Yeah. But yeah, I do think you probably do have to recall now. Especially with like this timer, I would say like 4:30 maybe. It ends up being later, it's 4:40, but Skarner wants to come back out on the top side, because these camps should be dead. Since he pathed bot originally.
Yep. Yeah, it's already a bit of a disaster at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you're behind, but it's definitely recoverable.
Yeah, sure, but I should be winning this matchup, right?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, sometimes we spin into tower and die. It happens.
Yeah.
But as soon as you, like right now he has level 6 advantage. Yeah. As soon as that's not true anymore, you can just start looking to play for the fact that like even trades are really winning for you because of how much sustain you have.
Yeah.
So like that trade's fine. You won that trade. Like you walked up and autoed each other, but you heal, so one
Yeah.
trade. Anytime you can get stuff like that, it's really good for you. Honestly, I think I would have gone for that cannon. I would have just walked in and autoed it and eat out.
Yeah.
Maybe not yet, but like now, go get it.
Yeah,
What's he
that's
gonna
probably,
do? Like he might ult you, but then he's got no ult.
Yeah. I already was griefing, so then I'm scared to do anything. Yes. That's a logical thing.
Yeah. Try not to get in your own head. Like you a lot of the time you do know what the correct thing to do is. So just sort of trust yourself.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. So we're starting to like play our slow push, but against Scion, especially Scion who's ahead, we never really had the opportunity to crash a wave. Like to play the slow push. He could just push back, he could just break it whenever he wanted. But ideally we would be able to do that. So like here,
I should E through maybe.
yeah, maybe. I think again you're like a little bit scared of him. That's nice. The other thing is like the whole time I was constantly really mindful of his mana, because that's another huge advantage of his Trynd, is that if he keeps doing stuff like this, eventually he's gonna have to go and refill his mana, but you can just fight forever. So here, I think you give him too much space. Like he sort of goes, oh, I'm gonna use my spells, I'm gonna use my W, and I'm gonna just walk up and hit your tower, and it's like, just say to him, you're not allowed to do this, and like play, like not literally, don't type it in chat, but say it with your actions, with your body language. So, because if he walks up and hits this plate and his W explodes and hits you, he gets tower aggro, and then you just start smacking him with your sword.
Yeah, I don't know.
So just hit the guy. But even so, he's low on mana now. But yeah, just keep sustaining and keep going in on him. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite get the block on the ult, but that's fine. Still a good position. And this kind of brings us back a bit. So we get a nice reset here. We get Zerka Greaves. Oh no, Zerka Greaves vamps up to them. Sion's a bit annoying with how fast he can push though.
No, I don't miss anything, so I'm okay with that. I guess he gets another plate.
Yeah, so here, I think this is where I started talking about, like, just fight him when he's trying to do stuff like this, because you've got so much sustain that I think you can honestly wear his mana down before he can wear your health down, and even if he somehow does, you've got ult. But like what he wants to do is get these plates.
Yeah.
And if you fight him now, you kind of don't let him. Like, just kill his wave. And if he walks into your tower, then start hitting him. So where you were stood there was really good. I've lost my pen. 1 second. Here's my pen. When you were stood here, it's good, because then it's like, if you walk in, I can hit you. But you can't hit me because of my tower. So you have to kind of like space in and out, but if you're doing that, you can't hit my tower. You just kind of control like this bit of space here. And because the thing is, he's dealt damage to you, right? But he kind of hasn't, because if you press Q right now, all of that damage is gone. See, you're not really too bothered about the damage. So like now I would probably just spin on him and fight him, because what's he gonna do about it? Whereas if you let him get the demolish and then spin on him, then he can do something about it. And then this whole time I'm thinking, if you run out of mana, I can ghost on you.
Yeah, okay.
And it might not kill him, but it'll probably get you like a really good trade, which can get you some tempo back or like control of the lane or something.
Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna use Ghost anytime soon anyway.
Yeah.
So as well.
So again, here, if he walks into tower range, go on him. Good. Like, that's better because he used more mana, he lost health, and then you just
Yeah, he did nothing.
straight back to, well, not... And now he's really low, so now you can look to go on him. Like, low on mana, not health.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go on this guy right now. He's got no... His Q's on cooldown, he's got no mana.
No W either. Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely just go in on that guy.
I was just happy to get a breather there, but yeah,
Yeah.
could look for more.
The thing is, if all you do is take the breathers, you'll never get back in. Do you know what I mean? You'll always be behind.
for sure. Yeah.
Whereas if you take the windows, like if you were ahead psychologically, you'd be less scared to go for it, and you'd go for that, and you'd push your advantage. If you do the things that would push your advantage when you're behind, it can get you back in.
Yeah. That's definitely lacking in my play. I can see.
It's a really annoying champ to fall behind to as well, because with his ult he can kind of keep resetting.
Full tempo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here, if you weren't there, I would have recalled and give him the full wave. Or maybe if you took it. This definitely was not played to cross my mind.
Yeah. So why I was saying that you should probably recall here is until the fight kicks off, and then you go in the fight and you do make a difference, so it's good. And the wave's in a really good spot, so it's really good for your team. But it's good for your team when you do that. It's kind of bad for you because you're still stuck in lane with all this gold that you've not spent. But it ends up really nicely. Like, you go for the correct guy, which is the guy that has smite, and you force him out and you kill him.
I'm glad the Katarina didn't go for me there. I guess.
You come back in and you end up getting one of the grubs. And then the wave's really good for you. And then again, we're back to this point where now it's a bit more scary because he does have more damage with Heartsteel.
Yeah.
But still, like, don't just let him take what he wants. Like, contest, you know? Like, threaten him a bit.
Yeah.
There you go. Auto that guy. Yeah. See, get off my tower. Because I think a lot of the time, so one thing that's not really talked about in League is, like I was saying, it's kind of like body language. Like, if you show weakness or, like, hesitation with how you position and whether you hit people and stuff, they'll start abusing it more. Whereas if you do stuff like this, he's gonna, like, all of a sudden, now every time he walks up for that plate, he's thinking, last time I did this, I had to flash away.
Yeah, for sure.
But until that point, he was like, oh, I just keep walking up and proccing demolish, and he's not doing anything about it. Now, unfortunately, he has teleport, which, you know, you kind of just stuck it, and then even if you stayed in lane even longer, he just has ult again to get back to lane. So.
Yeah. It's a never-ending cycle, yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe there's an argument that we should have stayed one more wave. If we're going to lose the tower anyway, just stay one more wave so we can get Ruin King.
Yeah.
Is it one more? Yeah, it'd be like one or maybe two more waves.
Probably just one more.
Yeah, just play for the power spike. In hindsight, I think that's probably better. Because it was definitely a huge difference when you got that item.
Also, it was the last wave to get plates on.
Oh, true. Yeah, no, good point. Okay. It's honestly not like an awful trade. He used his ult, and you can just sustain. And he's starting to run out of mana. You have to ult here, but your ult kind of gives you a bunch of health because it, you know, it gives you the fury and stops you dying. And now he's low health, low mana, no TP, no ult, so he can't do any of this cheating tempo stuff. You can maybe get a good reset for your Bork and stuff like that. But yeah, I think the main things, obviously it's the very early game where things went wrong. But then, like, I would say the most important thing to learn from this game is to not roll over and die. Like, keep trying to win the lane, even when you are behind, rather than just giving everything.
No, it's good to know what are my timings for that. I just can't smoke him anytime. I have to.
Yeah.
When he's fighting the tower, I have to. Yeah, realize that.
So like here, a no-ult 100 mana Scion walks up to you, and you give him space.
Yeah.
I think you should just go on him. But a lot of it is like psychological, right? It's I feel weak, so I'm playing like it.
Yeah.
It's just recognizing like even when people are ahead, they still make mistakes. So I think the Scion made a mistake by walking up with no mana. And you can still punish those mistakes. And then finally we get a really nice reset in. We get to push a couple of waves and we go and get our Ruin King, and we can actually come back out onto the map at a reasonable time. So I think this is like the closest you were to catching back up. You are still down quite a lot, but
I'm ahead in XP.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yep. And your item is just really good into him.
Okay, I'll go straight into his Q. Good idea.
Yep. Okay, he missed that Q. But in general, just save your E's for his Q. So like there, instead of Eing, just walk with him and hit him. And then when he Qs, E. Tried to there, but didn't quite execute it, but that's fine. If you try and mess it up, that's fine. But here, you could E that, and then here I would like not E. Okay, that's fine, because you're Eing all the way out. That works too. But that's a huge trade win for you. He's lost so much health.
Big win.
And he base TPs, I think, with Bramble, maybe? Okay, so now that he's got Bramble, it kind of changes a bit. You kind of want to go in on him, and then trade, and then spin out, and then wait, and then heal, and then repeat.
Yeah.
Because his health is limited, yours is essentially unlimited.
And should I just go in on him here with Zero Fury and everything?
Not with Zero Fury and everything. But here, because he just used his spells on the wave, then you can go in on him. Yeah, like now you can go on him.
Yeah, okay.
Because Scion uses his spells to clear the waves. So when he does that, you can go in.
Yeah.
And then here,
And now the spells are
that E's fine. A better E would be if you went through him, and then you can you can extend the trade. But again, if you just use every single one of your E's for his Q, so like his next Q is coming now, and then E that. Yeah, again, you tried. As long as you're trying to do it, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he flash ulted, that's fine. I think you kill him here and you get out and then Katarina comes. Maybe the ideal way to play that would have been to just run into the tower and then kill him and E out.
Yeah.
Again, that's fine. And then I was talking to you in game, we're back into that sort of point of like, okay, where am I going now? What am I pressuring? And honestly, I think like, aside from this point on, I think aside from the mechanical issues down here, when we did this fight, there wasn't too much. Like, it was, you know, it was pretty good. Like here, you're just beating this guy. And now you can just wait and then just Q. Like now if you just Q, and then just wait for this shield to drop, and then you can go in on him again.
Do I go in on this shield? No.
Just Q now, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then go in and build up more Fury. You actually spawn into his shield as well.
Yeah, that's really bad. Maybe too many things on my mind.
Yeah, no, it happens, right? When you're learning, there's so many things that you're thinking about, so don't worry about stuff like that.
Also, I try to talk and say my thinking process because that's good for coaching purposes, but that also does...
It makes you play a bit worse, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fine. You've got... Like, when you're not in the coaching session, you'll have a lot of games to go and play where you can think about these things and you don't have to think about talking and
Yeah, that's the point for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And also, like, sometimes I'll have people that like they lose the games in the session while they're learning because they've got so much on their mind. But you won one, you lost one, so your LP is not even suffering. So
Well, I don't care the slightest bit about that. Yeah.
okay, nice. So yeah, here we're playing around Dragon Pressure, and then oh wait, no, we're not. What are we? I guess we went top because team already went bot. Okay.
I should not be scared here, I think.
Maybe with full Thorn Mail. Maybe now he is a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit too strong.
Oh yeah, he has 3 items. Never mind.
Yeah. But I also don't think it's too bad for you. See, that's a really good E. If you can keep doing those E's, it's actually pretty good for you. Here, you could try to block it. Like, obviously, Zaya should have blocked that, but
Yeah, my E was
you could,
useless.
yeah. It feels really good to spam E, because you keep resetting it and you keep doing it, but sometimes you're playing against a champion where there's something specific you want to E,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then you should hold it. Like in this case.
Yeah, I like experience in each champion. That's for sure.
Okay, yeah, now we're threatening. And then I think here, like I said at the time, the if you can try to communicate to them that you want them to play around Baron, that's kind of the only thing left you can do.
Yeah.
Like, you can't physically stop them all grouping bot around you, but you can try to tell them not to. I think that's the only thing. So if you use pings here and you start pinging Baron,
Yeah.
then they've got Baron on their mind rather than... Because this is so... I don't know why. What, TP? I don't know.
Oh yeah. I think I could have killed that Katarina when she jumped away.
Oh yeah, as well, yeah, because she used W and Q, so and then she jumped.
I ran back and then I thought, oh wait, should be dead. Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we could play this fight any differently. Kill Vayne. Yeah, I think that's as good as we could do for now.
I should just be able to see over with my Viper.
I think maybe you could go on Lux there.
Yeah.
That was good. I wonder if you could have lived longer if you hit the minions instead of him, you know, because you don't get anti-heal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you probably still die anyway, but it's something to consider.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're thinking, where are we going to go play? It's top lane because of Dragon. Making sure we're always in the right place. And then here, you do a really good job. Like, one, you reset these Krugs, which is great. Like, the next time Vi... I bet if we watch this game, the next time this Vi even looks at Krugs, they'll have respawned. So they'll be higher level for her, and also you just got some free gold.
Yeah. It's a better timing also with the Dragon Spawn. Or am I a bit late? Pressure? Not really.
Nah, you're fine. So while the whole dragon is spawning and stuff, you're taking a full tower in top lane.
Yeah.
And then you threaten another one. And then they come to try to stop you. And then you rotate into the fight before them. So this whole sequence is really good.
I'm really slow to move because I haven't seen one.
And then you also hit this wave here, which is really good because it turns it from a neutral wave into, like, it's now pushing into them. So they're gonna
I did it because Navori I wanted to join quicker.
Okay,
That's...
yeah, that works too. It just now Vayne stops to, like, to clear it, to neutralize it again. And then you get here first. I probably wouldn't have stopped to kill that pink ward, honestly. I think that's a mistake.
Okay.
It just slows you down too much.
Helps with Navori, so I thought I wouldn't
Yeah,
lose much
yeah,
time.
maybe if it... Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, even because I did not see his flash.
Yeah. If you won this fight, then I think it would be really big. So let's see. How can we play this better? We don't have sums, we do have ult. We get Vayne stunned here. It's kind of hard to not get Vayne stunned here, though, so... Oh, it actually doesn't stun. Okay, yeah, you eat in because you didn't know that he flashed out.
Yeah, I thought Skarner was still there and I was ready to 1-for-1.
I think you just tried to kill Vayne rather than Skarner there.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Much more viable to kill her. But also, in a lot of these fights, like, you know, like how the whole early game thing went wrong? Imagine you were, like, 1,500 gold stronger in that fight. All of a sudden, you kill her, and maybe you kill both. It's crazy how much in League the early lane, especially for top lane, affects the whole game. It really snowballs.
That's why I really try to find my limits on the early game, and it backfires.
That's fine too. If you're consciously like trying to play more aggressive to learn, then there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And then here, I mean, this is one of the cases where it's just solo queue. There's literally nothing you could have done to make her not die. You physically couldn't have been there in time, and like, I don't know. There's nothing you can do. The best thing you can do now is, again, because they're going to have Baron buff and look to take your towers, you can't really kill their waves while they're on them. So if you can kill any waves while they're not on them, then it's good. So you could maybe go and kill this top wave here instead of taking bot tower. Maybe that would be good, but I think someone's probably going to spawn and kill this top wave anyway. Let's see.
I mean, it's going to die to the tower.
It's going to die to tower because their Baron's kind of slow. But yeah, like, you just try to kill as many waves as you can. Because their waves is what they're playing off with Baron. They're looking to play off of where they have push.
Here, I should go straight for the next wave. I thought they were really going to siege somewhere, but even then.
Now, would I go for the next one? Probably not. Probably mid. Yeah.
This spot is bad. Decisive.
And then you get this wave as well. So far they've actually not pushed anything with Baron. It's just your team ran into them and died again.
Yeah. 45.
And now what's the best thing you can do?
I can't make a difference, I feel, there.
Yeah, I don't think you can make a difference either. It's kind of awkward because there's not really anything good for you to do. Like,
next mid wave, I guess. But
I guess maybe you should just try to make a difference here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's realistic, but also taking the mid wave doesn't do anything, so you may as well at least try. But again, that's not your fault. They just died 3 times in a row.
That happens to me as well. That's alright. And Cyan was the big issue, and that's on me. So.
And then there's an attempt to stop them ending the game, but not enough. Okay, so let's do a bit of a recap. What have we talked about? We've talked about, I think some big things are, one big thing that I think you can implement in a lot of games is that when you crash the wave and the enemy's playing out their bounce, instead of trying to break it immediately, try to break it the next wave so that they're further up the lane and you've got more room to chase them down.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
And then we've not done too much on jungle tracking yet. We'll probably do more over the course of the month. But very, very simple is that you're going to be safe after like 4 minutes if the enemy pathed to you, because he's going to leave your side of the map by that point. Maybe 4 minutes 15 if people are clearing slowly and inefficiently. And then on the flip side, if they cleared away from you, then they're going to come back onto your side around 4:30, and that's when you need to worry.
Yeah.
Also, like, the first gank normally comes in around 3:15.
Yeah.
if they path to
This one
you.
I'm familiar about, but sometimes I fail my wave management and my wave is fucked, and it's really hard to respect that game.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's another problem.
But understanding that it's okay to give the enemy a turn, like that Scion, when if you just crash the second wave and give him the turn on the third wave, and then play to fight him on the fourth wave. Like say, okay, third wave, you can do this. I'm gonna sustain back up. I'm gonna bring the wave up my lane, and then I'm gonna go and fight you again.
Yeah. Would have been much better for sure.
Yeah. What else have we covered? Sort of planning where we're going to go on the map in the mid game before we even respawn. Like just having a plan while we're dead, and then basing that around pressuring the opposite side to objectives. And then obviously it's that play style of threaten the turret. If they come for you, back off. You can then look to rotate into the fight. If they don't come for you, then you just take everything in the side lane. And then also when you're behind, still capitalize on the mistakes that people make, even when they're ahead. Don't just roll over and die.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me or anything you want to talk about?
Well, I think I asked them along the way, so that's fine for me.
Cool. Yeah, well, if you do think of anything, feel free to shoot me a message. Otherwise, I will see you in a week. Let me know when you're free, and I'll try to sort something out with you then.
Yep, sure. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for coming. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.